Yo, a lot of people are talking about your team at the moment. Your supporters expect to see you qualify for the Champions League this season, much like you did last season. Do you think your team can handle that pressure? Listen, I understand how important Champions League qualification is. I see it as a minimum requirement for a club of this stature. It's vital, so of course, there's going to be pressure on us all. We just have to be mature enough to handle it, and who knows, maybe in the end we could end up having a very successful Champions League run. We'll just have to see what the future has in store for us. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all had an amazing Christmas despite everything that's going on in the world right now. Mr. Motor Drive is back online as we now fully kick off Season 2 here in our first game of the Premier League against none other than Sheffield United. And most of our new signings are making their debuts here. Henderson beginning in goal, Firpo beginning over in left back. We've got Sanchez alongside Palacios in the centre mid positions as Gelson Fernandez begins his career with Salford on the bench. Here's hoping we can turn Fernandez into the extraordinary player that I know he can become in the future, as Palacios gets the first shot of the season, denied though as it goes for a corner. Palacios giving the ball over to Poulson, who does an incredible fake shot, just biding his time, through ball over to Firpo, who gets it in the box for Çalhanoğlu, and it is 1-0. Some amazing play we just saw there from the team, and it is Çalhanoğlu who scores the first goal for us in our second season here in the Premier League. And Firpo gets in on the action as well. First game and an assist already for him. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Now, with this, we can move on and begin to get a dominating kind of game on against Sheffield. Oh, right, yes. They were not accepting that. Sheffield actually put up quite the fight against us, which I should have expected. I'm not gonna lie. Sheffield do tend to give me quite a bit of a challenge whenever I face them on FIFA. It's kind of crazy. It's probably because of the 5 men at the back. Like, I cannot for the life of me play against 5 at the back. Well, either I can't, or I'm getting 5-0 victories over them. We have a very complicated relationship, me and 5-man defences in FIFA. It's really weird, if I'm being quite honest. But how this didn't end up being a goal, I have no fucking clue. We got so lucky. They deserved a goal after Sanchez and Kimpembe got done just with absolute ease there. Deulofeu tried to cross it in, but there's no one there. Where is everybody? I'll tell you where everyone is. We get the ball back literal seconds later. Palacios gets it onto his feet, over to Çalhanoğlu, and it is 2-1. Çalhanoğlu scoring the same type of goal he did earlier in the game. That doesn't fucking matter. Second goal for Çalhanoğlu, it is 2-1. Already proven himself to be an absolute weapon in his original position, the cam position right there. What a great decision that was to put him back in his original end, if you know what I mean. The line Palacios and Sanchez to command the midfield as Çalhanoğlu gives it over to Deulofeu. 3-1 lads, 3-1. Deulofeu bringing in the thunder right there. Just first time from that through ball from Çalhanoğlu. You love to see it, just get a nice close up. Oh, just straight over into the goal right there. The absolute ease there. Now yeah, Poulson had a bit of a waste of a game, and that doesn't really make sense considering what the title of the video is, but trust me, it gets better. Poulson comes back with a bang, and you're going to love to see it. So with Henderson now being brought into the club, we really don't have much of a use for Handanovic anymore. So we got this offer from West Ham, who are willing to take him for over 15 million, which is nearly double of what we paid for Handanovic to begin with here. So it's clear that Handanovic here is out of his prime. We're not going to be getting any more for him than what we're getting here. So I decided, fuck it. He's going to be leaving the club, he's going to be going to West Ham, and we get a nice little bit of money out of it as well. Good business there from your boy, Mr. Motor Drive. Speaking of business, we have a pretty interesting offer received from Atalanta. They want Marc Bartra for 18.5 million. Now, I will admit, my thought process has been to consider selling Bartra. However, I don't really want to get rid of him quite yet, because at the moment he's still a pretty good player to have. He's 80 rated, only 30 years old. If you ask me, I say he probably only has 1 full season left before he really starts to go down in rating due to old age. If it turns out they does start to go down ratings before the January transfer window, then yeah, I will sell Bartra on. But for the time being, I'm happy to have him at the club as our substitute defender in case Sanchez or Kimpembe end up sustaining some type of an injury, or if we need a good defender to replace them due to stamina or fitness reasons. Second match now, and it was a very tough encounter against one Leicester City. Now we did have some close calls with them when we played against them last season, so no surprises when they came onto us straight off the bat here as well. It was super hard to break them down here. They were giving us no room for chances, and then just this lucky header right here. Somehow our defender Sanchez, I believe Sanchez didn't see Llorente incoming there, and they were able to get a header, sticking it in the back of the net and putting Leicester 1-0 up in front. However, we weren't giving up that easily, and Poulson coming back with an absolute vengeance. He had an absolute stinker of a first game against Sheffield, but that kind of goal right there is what puts you back on the map instantly. He has put us back on level terms with Leicester City here. You love to see it. You love to see it. Schmeichel just shaking his head. He knew we could do nothing about that. Just look at that from Poulson. Absolutely no chance there for our boy Kasper Schmeichel, and just ignore that, okay? Just ignore that happened, okay? Ignore it. We're back with the attack again here, and Çalhanoğlu has a shot. Schmeichel though, this time keeping us out. Meanwhile here though, some absolutely terrible defending. Our defending has not been good, I'm not gonna lie. 3 goals conceded in our first 2 games, I'm not the biggest fan of that. But we came back once again. Sanchez wanted to go all the way here, going for a shot, which ends up getting deflected. But we kept building up the pressure here, and Palacios goes for the shot, and Schmeichel again with another save. But like you say, a header for a header, a goal for a goal. Poulson with his big ass head puts us on level terms with Leicester once again. It is 2-2 here. Yeah, so on paper, it seems like a pretty exciting game. You know, 2-2, pretty good, pretty nice game to witness here. But this was like 3/4 of the chances that we had in this game, and that was it. Like, I'm not kidding when I say I could not break this team down, and yet how we didn't end up losing this game is beyond me, especially with this chance here. Under goes for an incredible cross here. Castagne goes for a shot, and somehow Henderson gets his hands to it. And there we go, ending up with a 2-2 draw in our second game of the season. And there's confirmation. Handanovic has now officially left the club. Thank you for your services, man. Thank you. But look at this. Assist leader Poulson. Oh, I like that. But no, Leicester, fuck off. You ain't having him. Simple. Anyway, on to our next game. We are facing Norwich City. Hopefully a chance to get some points. 3 points, I'd say, back on the dot after the draw against Leicester. Norwich have just been promoted back from the Championship, so I was hoping going into this it wouldn't be that hard of a game, so I actually went ahead and visual simmed it. I'm making it a rule in my head though to never quick sim games anymore. We had quite a lot of games which were quick simmed, which we ended up losing points on, which could have easily been avoided if we had just gone through the visual simulation, and at that point I would have been able to interfere and maybe help in getting points back over for us. When you quick sim, you can't interfere in the match, so no more quick sim for me. If it ends up that we're going to a stalemate over in half time, then I will come in and try and provide some support, which I do right here, as Poulson bags in another goal in this episode, the 3rd goal for him and in the season, as we go up 1-0 against Norwich in the second half. Yes, that is the 3rd time I've scored a goal like that, passing it into the box. But hey, if it works, it works. Don't test me, alright? I'm the best FIFA player in the world, alright? I know what I'm talking about. Keeper tried to get a save on it, but it wasn't enough to stop Poulson from bagging it into the net here. Overall, like the Leicester game, there was hardly anything in on this. Just a couple chances that I could get. But with those chances, we were able to, you know, take very, very well. As you can see there, Poulson just banging it into the net, volleying it off from that amazing football from Palacios, I believe. What do you expect from a god like him? It was even Palacios Çalhanoğlu. It was Çalhanoğlu. Okay, yeah. Right, but Palacios is still a god. We've determined that at the very least. But a nice clean 2-0 win against Norwich. A nice 3 points ahead of our tough fixture that we have coming up after this. These fuckers need to get the message. No! Poulson ain't for sale! That tough game I was talking about though is going to be against Liverpool. But before that, announcements all around, we have been given our group stage draw for the Champions League, being grouped up with Lazio, Spartak Moscow, and most importantly, Real Madrid. And in fact, we actually begin our Champions League campaign against the Spanish Giants. So, a big fixture in the next episode. But for now, let's focus on taking down another strong side in the form of Liverpool. As the media mark Poulson as the danger man for this game with his 4 goals in the last 3 games. We need him to be the danger man here as we take on Liverpool. Palacios game things started with a shot which Alisson gets his hands on. But straight off the bat we have ourselves a corner here. Martin's crossing the ball to the big ass head of Poulson, and it is 1-0 to Salford City. That is the start we needed, ladies and gentlemen. That big ass head has come through for us not once but twice in today's episode. Oh, you just love to see it. Poulson, the danger man, as the media said he would be. He's proving his ground here today. We brought everything we had against Liverpool. Draxler tried to put it into the top corner there, up to have no avail. But Lacazette with an absolute powerhouse of a shot there. Where's that Lacazette gone, eh? Arsenal, where's that Lacazette gone? I miss this Lacazette, man. Just a shell of his former self. I miss him so much, man. Anyway, Poulson though, putting us back over into the lead. 2-1. How many goals is that now? That is 6 goals in 4. 6 goals in 4 games for our boy Poulson, and he didn't even hardly play in one of them. He was crap in that Sheffield game. So what a turnaround this is for our star striker right here. Continuing where he left off last season, he is an absolute goal machine. Well, an assist king as well, as the media told us earlier on. We had a couple of chances to get a header here. Both times Delafeu tried to go in for the kill, and neither times was it effective. I have no idea how he flunked that. I think it was the defender maybe catching him off guard there. Lacazette tried to dribble past the defenders here to get it into the back of the net, over to no avail as we go into half time. 2-1 up here, and now we continue to build up the pressure. Is there a chance to get another goal before half time? Poulson wants to find that out as he goes in for a shot. An amazing save there from Alisson. He had to stretch his entire body there to make sure that that shot from Poulson didn't blast the top of the net wide open. He's not called one of the world's best goalkeepers today for no reason whatsoever. Anyway, Delafeu wanting to redeem himself, and look at this pace, look at this run from Delafeu. Clinical, counter-attacking, through ball over to Poulson. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is a hat-trick hero. Big man Poulson on the job, celebrating in front of the Liverpool fans. You would get your head blasted off for doing that in real life, but it doesn't matter. 7 goals in 4 games. This man can't be stopped. Someone stop him, please. I beg. This is not fair to the other teams. Now, this, I don't know how that happened. It was just a case of me accidentally pressing the square button. It was not my intention to slide tackle Paulinho there. Paulinho playing for Liverpool in this save as well. That's crazy. Anyway, Salah going to take the penalty, and he misses it. It hits the post. You absolute idiot. As Firpo now wanted to get in on the action, crossing it into the head of Martins, and it is 4-1 at Anfield. For the 2nd season in a row, we have dominated Liverpool on their own turf. They don't even look comfortable in their own ends.
Don't look comfortable, I'm around.
What a game. What a statement made by the boys at Salford City. What a statement made by Poulson right there. Anfield belongs to him. As here at the end of the transfer window, we've had some interesting signings made. Witsel going to Arsenal, Januzaj going to Chelsea, Arnautovic going to Crystal Palace, Rudiger going to Newcastle, Mendy surprisingly being a part of the biggest transfer in the window, going over to Bayern Munich, as Davis has gone over to Barcelona, Tielemans has gone over to Piemonte Calcio, and Alba has gone over to Arsenal. Crazy. Firpo has now transitioned fully into a right back. You love to see it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we end things off on a very high note at the top of the table. Next time now, ladies and gentlemen, it is Champions League time, going up against Lazio, more importantly going up against Real Madrid. This is Mr. Mordrive signing out, and I will see you all next time.
Everybody